I feel like I would look better with my hair behind my ears. My brother told me that, Sean.
You look better with your hair behind your ears?
Yeah.
You look better with your hair pushed back.
Can you tell him that his hair looks sexy pushed back? Your hair looks sexy pushed back. So is butter a carb? Yeah.
We're live, girl.
Are we live? Hey!
Hey. Girl.
I had a baby.
You had a whole child.
You were there.
I know, I was there. It was great.
So should I tell them?
Tell them what?
About the baby.
Yeah.
The whole experience, guys, was insane. Having a child, I thought it was a lot worse than it was. Everybody's different, right? You know?
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely, what do you call it? Like over-analyzed it? Overthought it?
Yeah, you were probably in your head about it.
It's fucking scary.
Yeah.
And
put this down for you because it looks like it's in front of your face.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
But
Ooh.
oh, okay.
There we go.
I probably was messing with it. So like you were there, my boyfriend was there, her father, which we are together. I like said
and
that.
You were there? And you were there? It's reminding me of Wizard of Oz.
Oh, really? I don't think I've ever thoroughly watched Wizard of Oz.
Natalia.
I know. That's embarrassing.
Look.
What? Oh, do you have a cramp? That happened to me last night. Potassium. Do you have bananas? Deep throat one of those bitches.
No bananas here.
That happened to me yesterday.
Man.
I need to start taking my prenatals again. Because I still have to take my prenatals, guys. It has a lot of vitamins in it. And I lost a lot of my nutrition.
Prenatal vitamins.
So, I went to my last doctor's appointment on the 18th of February. 17th or 18th. I should remember this. But anyways, I did that. And they checked to see if I was dilated. And then they wanted to, what is it called when they check? They wanted to check my cervix. And I was like, absolutely fucking not. Because I heard that's painful. Like, on TikTok, they're like, they have to check. But, like, my people gave me, like, an option. And I was like, no, I'm 2 centimeters dilated. Like, let's just make an induction date, right? So that was the 25th. It was my induction date.
That's correct.
25th.
At my like 5 o'clock in the evening. Which is so weird.
My mom made me call again and was like, girl, do you want to make sure?
Yeah.
Because shift changes at 7.
It was just bizarre.
But anyways, I had the whole floor to myself. I felt like Beyonce for 4 days. But we'll get to that. So I had my doctor's appointment. I was 2 centimeters dilated. And then I'm not going to like say it was a raspberry tea, but I think it was. I made a really big mug of hot water. And then I put 2 bags of this raspberry tea in it. And I don't like sweetener really with my tea unless it's honey. I just love.
Yeah, I don't do sugar.
Kind of like how Dad likes his black coffee. I like my tea. I like to taste my tea.
Yeah, I like to taste my tea, but I also like the honey in there.
The honey, yeah. But I didn't even have honey. So the day before, and this was the 21st. The 21st. And so, well, it was the 20th. I drank my tea. Woke up the next morning. My boyfriend, it's like a thing he used to do for me when I was pregnant. I had to eat right away when I woke up, so he went to go get me Starbucks. And then it's funny because I told him to get me the induction drink from Starbucks. Is that how you call it? Yeah, and it makes you go into like labor because it's got pineapple juice in it. I guess pineapple juice helps with that, something like that. So I was gonna try anything right before my induction date, which I thought for sure that I was going to be induced. Like I would have to go in at 5 and But I woke up and I blew my nose. I had like this towel on my bedside table, like this like napkin.
10 a.m. or so.
10:30, 10:17. Group squad. And can you guys hear me?
Can I hear you? I can hear you for sure.
You can definitely hear her. Excuse me.
Pause.
So I like blew my nose and I thought maybe it was just like when you're pregnant and especially when you're almost 10 months pregnant, like a couple days from being 10 months pregnant, you pee when you like a little bit.
But when you blink, you pee.
Right. But like I blew my nose and I was like, that really wasn't pee. Like I knew it. So I got like super excited, but I like didn't call. Like I just like had a moment to myself for a second. I'm like, this is happening. So then I called my mom before I called my boyfriend. I did. I was like sitting on the toilet, and so then I saw like a little bit of blood. And I knew that was normal, but it was just like from my, what is it?
It's called a bloody show. It's a mucus plug.
Yeah, the bloody show. Mucus plug. So
all of these things sound so disgusting. You'd have to be when you're
TMI.
a mom, though, it's like normal.
But like
It's
it
normal
really
stuff.
wasn't like when my water broke, which they said we'll get to that. But like when it broke, it wasn't, everybody's different. Like it can be a little bit of water, a little bit of amniotic fluid. It does not have to be like
a gush.
Like
right.
People think like, oh, I don't need to go to the hospital. It's not a gush. Like, girl, when you know, they say when you know, you know. But honestly, I can't even vouch for that either because I was
kind of knew, but you were doubting.
But
it.
like in my head, in my body, I didn't know. But in my brain, my heart, I knew.
Yeah.
And it wasn't me being like, I want to go get induced right now. Like,
right.
I'm over this shit.
Right.
Which I was, but I was like, I can wait 3 days. So anyways, that's the 20th. Call my boyfriend. He's freaking out. He's like, I'm still on the line. I'm like, dude, you're fine. I still have time to shower. He's pacing the room. I'm like, he's like, why are you taking so long taking a shower? Like, I'm like shaving, like getting ready. I'm like, babe, don't worry. Like,
yeah, because you have time.
I have time. And so
yeah,
he was like, I don't know what to do. Like, what do you want me to do? I'm like, babe, just chill out, take the dogs. Like, everything's taken care of. I was like, all right, well, we're packing bags. And so then we picked my mom up. And by the way, we live like 2 minutes from each other.
Yeah, right around the corner.
Like if I walk here, it's about 8-minute walk, if that. So we pick her up, and then we go to the hospital.
Because, girl, you know I don't drive.
Wait, she don't drive.
And neither do I. No, I do not do it. Especially to the island. No.
And Morgan's a great driver.
Yeah, I mean, I trust Morgs.
He was like, I'm late for work, but he's going 1 over the speed limit. I'm like, dude, pedal to the metal. Anyways, It wasn't that serious. So we get in, and they're like, did your water break? And my mom was like, tell them that your water broke so you can get in there. And I was like, yeah, it broke, because I was like not really sure.
Well, you weren't sure, but it's better safe than sorry. And if you're like, I don't really know or no, they're gonna be like, well, you can go home.
No, I even told them, and they were so cool, because they're like, you can either go home, and me and you were like, this girl brings a bottle of wine to the labor room.
Yes, I showed it.
Yes, she did.
I had a roadie.
And then she tried hiding it with like a paper bag. I'm like, that just gives away even more. And then like, meanwhile,
it's a baby bottle.
She's opening up, like she's like corking it, and she's like, the nurse walks in, she's like, hey, and then we ended up saying something. She's like, oh, girl, she's like from Hampton County. Where was she from?
I think she was from Hampton,
somewhere like that. Anyway, so we get there, and I'm in the bed, I'm all hooked up and stuff. And then they said, oh, so they test you if they see if your water broke or not. If it's amniotic fluid, or if it's
the
pee.
fluid. Yes, they test the fluid.
Girl, she came back, this doctor, and I was brought on Hilton Head, so I'm not going to say any names for legal reasons. I don't want to put anybody on blast. But that blonde doctor, she was like, you could tell she's like, she was the shit.
She thought she was.
She thought she was the shit. Thank God she was my doctor. But either way, they probably would have taken like really good care of me. It was just like, I want to feel comfortable. But she comes back and she's like, yeah, it came back negative. I go, no. And Carla was like the RN. She was like, let's test you again. I'll have her test you again. She's like, all right, she comes in. She's like, do you want to be tested again? It's like, yeah, girl.
Yeah.
So she comes back, and you could tell that she was like, kind of like, I was wrong. She's like, so it did come back positive as amniotic fluid. I was like, yeah. You were like, yep. And I was super excited. So they put me on penicillin. Pitocin?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Penicillin. We promised there was no infections going on.
What is that?
Penicillin is for infections.
Oh, like an antibiotic?
An antibiotic.
Okay. Anyways, sorry. All I know is amoxicillin. So they put me on that, but they only put it to 1. They were like, Carla was like, let's get her to 2, and the blonde doctor was like, no, like she's fine. And so I was like actually fine with that too. And so then the next day, so we're chilling. We had a great time.
It was a great time.
You and Morgan, we're chilling. Morgan's sleeping. My mom wanted to punch him in his dick.
Oh, I wanted to
But because it was just like during the nighttime when I needed something, my mom was like on the blowout, which my dad is so sweet.
The blow up. It was actually, it was very, very sweet.
It was very sweet, but he also got something that he would definitely use for camping in the future.
Yes, most definitely. He's thinking Lincoln. He's thinking ahead.
But he did think about you.
He did think about me. And
he said, "Do you want me to go to Walmart?" And he's like, "It can get me a blowout mattress." And he comes back with this fucking like jail looking thing that you go like.
It felt like a jail looking thing.
Yeah, but you were fine. You were fine. You didn't get any sleep.
Listen.
And she was just like. Sorry, you were just like so attentive because I was like, Morgan, and then you were trying not to be like, what do you need, babe? But then you'd be like, what's up? What do you need? And you were like, I could just tell, but we all wanted it to be like peaceful.
I didn't want to
start problems.
Right. I didn't want to be upset with Morgan, even though I was upset with Morgan. And then like, I didn't want you to be upset, and you were my first priority right then.
I was also on, epidural does not get you high, girl. I was on oxycodone.
Yeah, they gave you. They gave you Percocet, I believe.
A Percocet at first, and then they gave me oxycodone after. But anyways, I was high and I was feeling great. I was so excited. I was happy, but like I also was sad because I feel like a Percocet makes me cry.
Really?
It made me cry. Because then, like, I'm not even crying about anything. Like, I don't even have the.
Was it Percocet that they gave? I feel like it was.
Mm-hmm. And then she was like, "How's your pain?" And I was like, 100 or 10. So she gave me oxy. I was taking advantage of that shit, I'm not gonna lie. And she was just like, fuck it. And then she asked me if I wanted, oh my God, this is a funny part. She goes, do you want any fentanyl? And it's fentanyl from the hospital. Can we zoom in on your face from that part? I go, sure. My mom goes, oh no.
Mm-mm.
Absolutely not.
Not today.
I go, Mom, okay, it's fine. She goes, no, we're just gonna give, okay. She's like, no, girl, take the fucking epidural and you can take an oxycodone or something if you're, I was like, okay, fine. She's
period. Like, you're still my daughter, even though you're grown as hell.
Oh, absolutely.
You're still my daughter. I'm not going to have you, like, I know that it was in a controlled environment.
But, like, I don't know how fentanyl feels.
Right.
So it's like, what if I got addicted?
Feel amazing. And then you're
liked it.
And you liked it
and
so
I was
much.
Like, let me get a blue M pill and take Percocets.
That's never going to be my daughter because, I mean, it could be.
No.
Could be anybody's daughter. But you know what? If I'm there and somebody's offering you fentanyl, I'm going to say, that's a hard no.
Well, it would have been stupid too because it had been temporary. The pain would have went away when I could have just gotten the epidural. Well, I did get the epidural. Anyways, I hated the epidural because I couldn't feel anything. And they're like, push, right? So anyways.
So if you have another baby, you're going to decline the epidural?
No, I'm going to do epidural. But I didn't need the extra 5
you didn't?
Or whatever it's called. I didn't need that extra 5.
Right.
Because that put me to a point where like, sorry. It put me to a point where I didn't like not feeling my legs, but I also didn't like, I felt like I wasn't, excuse me. I feel like I wasn't pushing.
What are you looking for? For Bobo?
Yeah. Here, I'll just give her this. Okay. That's right here. So get on the epidural and then like I started not to feel anything, but I still felt something. So it was annoying. And then I got like the pee bag. What is that called?
That is a
which was dope because I can't feel myself pee, right?
Right.
And she was like, girl, you're drinking a lot of water. I'm like, I'm on drugs. I need to hydrate. So I couldn't eat, and then I begged them.
A Foley catheter is what you got.
Yeah, I was like, can I please get Wendy's? So I had a cheeseburger, I had a large fry, and I had chicken sandwich, no tomato.
Should never. Don't follow these rules, these directions.
No, don't. My nurses were so fucking dope. Like, God forbid I had to go under and get a C-section.
No, but there's that and the fact that you vomited.
Did I puke? Oh, I puked.
Oh, you puked like twice.
I don't remember that.
Thank God. You puked.
Well, I remember.
And I'm holding the bag.
No, I remember puking, but I was so tired out of it.
Well, yeah.
Because I wanted to, like, I was so excited to have a baby that I was fighting sleep too.
Well, you vomited while you were in, like, active labor, but then you vomited while you were, you were literally pushing.
And that's what makes you vomit is the epidural. For sure. That's what does it. Because I've talked to other people that have had children, and they say that the epidural does make you sick.
Well, and also thank God
when
you have contractions, everything in your gut is constricting, right? Like, so
now it's like
only natural.
Yeah, it's the 22nd now, which is 2/2/2025. So it's like perfect.
That's awesome.
And she was due on the 23rd, which is my grandfather's birthday. But she almost stole my little brother's birthday, the 20th. And then so we're in labor, and this is funny. Carla was like, they checked me in the morning at like 9, right? 9:20, like 9:05. Like that. And so not 9:05. No, it was like 8:30.
Yeah, it was like 8 something.
Yeah, and so she checks me, and Carla's like, "Oh, we're having a baby." And so she goes to the blonde doctor that we were just talking about, and she's like, "Roxanne," she's like, "No, sorry, just sorry to get your hopes up," because everybody starts coming in the room, right? But this lady gets off in like 20 minutes, so she's like, "Girl, I'm in labor. I'm about to have a baby." She was trying to
skedaddle. She didn't want that baby to be born on her watch.
Ride the clock,
yes,
right until after I had the big, Anyway, so then this really
which was a blessing in the
oh my God, the doctor had Miss Tilbert. I can say her name proudly. Tilbert. Her husband actually was Tilbert was my OB over at my OBGYN where I got my checks every.
Is it Tilbert or Tilberson?
Tilbert. Amazing couple. They are just
they're
the cutest.
Both OBs.
I did not know. Oh my God, they're amazing people. So she helped me. She was my doctor, and she was freaking amazing. So they come back in, and I felt bad for Carla because she was like, "Yeah, she's ready to be in labor with the RN." She was like, "Yeah, she's ready." Like 10 centimeters, and then I think it was like 9, but she was like,
no, you were 10.
I was
you were
10?
fully, yeah, you were.
She was, and
dilated.
then Carla came back, and she like puts her hand on my shoulder, and she's like, "I'm sorry." Like, I'm like, "Girl, you're fine." And then I was like, "I'm having this baby," and so then the blonde doctor walks in, and she's like, "Yep, rabbit." And then this Miss Tilbert walks in, or Dr. Tilbert, and I was like, "Oh, thank God." And she was just like so
kind.
She's like, "You got this."
Professional.
Oh my God.
Beautiful soul.
She was freaking amazing. I think about her all the time. I think about Carla, which I still need to get her a gift basket.
I know.
Carla's the best.
They're the best. They were the best.
Oh my God. I had the best birth experience. I mean, ever, obviously. But like, and I had you there.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck it. I'm not shy. I always forget that I can curse.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Like, I literally had the best time. Like, we laughed our asses off.
Yeah, we had a really.
And so I had her at 9:08. She was 7 pounds, 5 ounces. And it was amazing. And then Carla cried. She was like, "You guys are so beautiful. We have a beautiful family." And like, I was like, but I literally go, "Mom, is she okay?" Like, she cried right away. But I'm like, "Is she ugly?" Like,
no, she was not.
No, she was beautiful. And she's just as I imagined. I like literally pictured her looking just like her father, which she does. She's got like my round eyeballs. But she's so beautiful. And thanks for being there for me.
Of course, baby.
That was a really cool experience.
Yep.
Like, as a mom. And I would do it again, but it would never go the same way. Just like I said, everybody.
You had a really good pregnancy.
Yeah, and I was the only. So she also had jaundice. Girl, I literally heard the word jaundice, and I'm thinking, she's got like I don't know what the hell jaundice is. You know, I only knew what jaundice was with this girl from TikTok, and she had jaundice so bad that because it was her liver was failing or something. Like, and that's what like I was thinking, like, holy crap, like, did I have like that glass of wine I had like a week before I had her? Like, is that why? You know, I'm not even kidding. I'm sorry if you guys are gonna judge me, but I did have a glass of red wine. So, anyways, don't
worry about what anybody thinks, girl.
Anyway, yeah, you people suck. But she's fine. She's healthy. She's great. Just don't recommend it. Don't drink and have a baby. Or be pregnant. So she was yellow, and so that scared me. And so the doctor, that was super sweet, this older lady, she said, if I tell you I'm worried, you need to be worried. But so she sat under a blue light for 4 days. They took her out of the light a third day, which they could have just kept her, because this other nurse came in for her night shift, and she was like, "She's fine. Her levels are good." And then the next day they checked him, and they went back up. So now they're leveled out, and she's my little plant. I had put her in her little popo. We call it popo, her diaper. And I put her in her swing, in her little chair, bouncy. And I put her wherever the sun comes into the house. So that I guess that's like a
Well, what's crazy is that we are organic matter.
yeah, that's true.
We need the sun. We
Yeah.
need the sun to
Why was I
survive.
going to take a sip of this? I've tried it before.
Bottoms up.
So I breastfed for 2 weeks. I gave her the best nutrients, which was the words colostrum, and then I was like, nah. I was so depressed. Excuse me, who's texting me? Oh, Bree. Hey, Bree, watch the podcast. Why is this?
You can put it on TikTok Live.
We could go TikTok Live.
Yeah.
Okay, but
I don't have enough followers to go on live
best
TikTok.
experience ever. High five. We had a baby.
High five.
We had a baby together.
We
Me and my mom
did. We did.
I pushed. TMI. They clipped me. She was like, "I'm gonna clip you, or we could vacuum." And
Also known as an episiotomy.
Episiotomy.
Episiotomy. Where they have to snip down there.
And then Morgan, afterward, he's making a joke. He's like, "Can you put another stitch in there?" Like, he didn't say that to her, but like, I'm like, gross. He's like, "Hey, Bobby told me to say that." Not my Bobby, not your husband.
Thank God. I was about to smack the shit out of him when he came.
He would never say that.
He would never.
Ew.
That'd be so fucking weird.
And he doesn't even talk, let alone say stupid shit like that. And if he does say something stupid, it's probably accurate or super smart. Where should we prop this up at? But take that.
Okay, we're gonna pause for a second. We'll be right back.
We'll be back.
We shall be pack it in. Okay. Oh gosh, girl. The fact that you had the baby down when I came back up was everything. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you love that?
I was really, really.
Yeah, I'm not sweating anymore. My butt cheeks are not sweating. Cheers. Are we live?
Cheers. Yes, we're live again.
Yeah.
Take 2.
Sorry, we're live on my TikTok too, so you can follow me at TALIAA_D and follow Stands on Air, obviously.
Stands on Air, of course. So I need more followers so I can go live also. But
yes,
I'm not really, for me, I'm just kind of like,
it is fun.
I don't do this for any other reason but to just
but like you like to cook.
Bullshit.
You like to cook and like make pasta.
I do, but
that's usually when I do it.
Yeah.
So, being a mother to a daughter that
let's talk about after. Okay, you already told everybody about the birth and all that stuff.
Is this weird? Sorry, guys. Okay, is this good?
Do you feel weird?
No, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, everybody can hear.
Okay.
You.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I mean, I kind of went. Sorry, let me close my lips. I kind of went down a dark hole. I did.
It's not atypical of
new moms. But that's what I did, which we won't talk about, was inexcusable. And so we've had a really rough couple months.
We have.
You and I. Yes.
You have on your own, and then to have it be also with me,
right?
Is probably
I messed up a lot. And so I think we hashed it out. Yeah. 2 days ago? Didn't talk, and then we're always gonna be,
we're always gonna be good.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm always gonna be your mom. I'm always gonna love you.
Yeah, I love you too.
Yeah.
But that's what family. That's like we're a family oriented. Like I don't know, but like we love each other so much.
Yeah,
like, even the doctors in the office,
very deep.
Like we are like
thick as thieves.
Yeah, very thick.
Always will be.
Yeah. So I don't know about you, but I talked to you pretty nasty. We both were nasty.
Oh, it wasn't pretty at all. Mm-mm. But I mean, I think with that we learn more about each other and how to treat each other better.
Sure. Yeah. I also, like I was telling you yesterday. Sorry, I'm probably like chewing. You guys are like, shut the fuck up. I had an Uber the other day when I was going to my boyfriend's job to pick up my daughter. I don't have a car, by the way. I will get one eventually.
Yeah.
It's just that, times are rough. So we share a car. But I went to go pick her up over there at his job. And the Uber driver was super freaking sweet. She was talking about how her and her daughter, they have a great relationship. And this was when me and her and I were like, this was a couple days ago. Like I was giving her space, and then I realized that day that we hashed it out kind of, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
That like I was trying to give her space, and she was like, no, I don't want space. Like I want you to come over. I want you to talk to me.
Yeah.
Remember, I was like,
I want to discuss.
Yeah.
I want to get it on the table.
I felt like, you know me, I'm awkward and I'm like shy. And like you took it like, oh, she's just dodging me. She's coming over for these different reasons, which I can see in your eyes how that can.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah.
But she told me that Uber driver said, my daughter gives me a lot of grace, and that's what I feel like I need to give you is grace. Like this is how you are as a person. I can't change that. That's how you were raised.
Yeah.
You're an amazing human. You raised me.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think I was raised that way.
No, not that way. I'm saying like everybody is their own person, and that's how like they respond to things differently. They think differently.
Absolutely.
And you have to understand how other people think.
Yeah.
Right? Like even you being my mom, I'm still learning about you. You're still learning about me. We're like it's like just because
I constant education.
Just because we know each other doesn't mean like you're living for the first time. Too. I have to remember that like my mom's still living for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like a lot of kids don't know that about their parents. But I love you.
Yeah, I love you. We just have to get past it. I mean, and we're only 21 years apart.
Yeah. And I also, even if I didn't have River, and then River does, and I would never like use her as I want to be cool with my mom again, so like I'm gonna bring my daughter over. But like she has a grandchild, and like missing milestones and not being cool with like your parents during this beautiful time.
Right. And I think that was the most hurtful because
you feel like that was taken from you.
I felt like you
were robbed.
You kind of,
because you painted a beautiful picture, like she said. Like I painted this beautiful picture.
Yes.
And then it's kind of like she said, like someone up to it and just smeared it all over.
Yep. And I had to start over, but essentially,
I feel like everything, obviously cliche, happens for a reason.
Yeah, it does. And there are no accidents.
No.
I mean, you have to. This is life, and life is about learning to love yourself, learning to love yourself first.
Yeah, which I struggled and struggle with. Still, everybody does, right? I mean, like
I think so. I think that everybody struggles with that.
Like even though you like say, I love myself, I love me, like you still at the end of the day, like
I don't think that people give themselves enough attention.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's because life's, right?
Yeah, and you have to kind of sit back and be like, okay, wait. I'm my own person.
Especially after you have children. After you have children, it's like, remember when I told you, I said, Natalia, you cannot let River become your identity.
Right. I love when she tells me that. Yeah.
You have River. She's your daughter, but she's not your identity. She's not who you are.
No.
She's
a part of me.
Were somebody before her, and you need to be somebody after her.
Right.
So I think it's important. And that's what
to all parents out there, that's a really good word of advice.
And I think that, at the end of the day, especially new moms, they're so worried about what everybody's going to think about their parenting.
Oh, I don't care.
They're so worried about, am I doing enough? Am I doing enough? Even you yourself, even if you don't think that other people think that of you.
Yeah, she's only 2 months, and I've made mistakes being a mother.
Of course you have.
Like you're not terrible. We won't talk about that, but I've made a couple of mistakes.
The best, most trained human beings, trained at motherhood or fatherhood, parenthood.
Yeah,
make mistakes. Mm-hmm. How do you think they got as good as what they are? And
I just want to say, I envy and look up to anybody that has a child and a baby, whether it be a day old or 10 years old. I give you so much props if the father of that child is not in the picture.
Mm-hmm.
I like my mom, like she grew up with Sean.
Rough, yeah.
Like, and I think of those people, those women as like, I'm like, oh, like you are the shit. If you are a mom out there that does not have any support, whether it be family, you don't have help from your significant other, and you decided to still keep that baby, you're a fucking rock star. You're a superhuman. Swear.
It is, a lot of times too, being in that position, I can speak about it.
And I cry sometimes when I think about it because I get in my head a lot. Like, I think, like, I watch videos, I'm like, she's like single parent of 2, making dinner. Like, I'm like, holy shit.
Like, how do you do it? Yeah.
But they just did it. You just make it happen.
It's
and
funny.
I don't know that feeling. And I'll never know that feeling. And I'm blessed in that way.
And I think that nowadays it's a lot more hard to be in that position.
Financially?
Yeah. I mean, the cost of everything has gone up exponentially.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's been a thing for the past 8 years, 4 years.
It's not going to get better. It's just going to keep going like this, right? But to work
I just
as a couple to raise a child, to put a roof over their head, to pay your bills, it's insane. And it's insanely difficult.
Like, I was thinking to myself yesterday, it was a Monday, I'm like, I haven't picked up my daughter's birth certificate. Like, that's not cool. Or like, I felt accomplished because I picked up her birth certificate. I changed her pediatrician because I didn't take our insurance. And I'm blessed to have insurance. I think that's like so amazing.
That's one thing that is a
so I
must.
I felt proud of myself as a mom. Like, hey, sorry guys, I can't go. We loved Dr. Lowe, but I can't go there anymore because, like, to get her on a different insurance than me, because she has my insurance, it would take like 90 days and I would have to pay out of pocket.
Mm-hmm. Like, God forbid anything happened to her in the meantime.
Right. Oh my God.
Knock on wood.
So I changed a pediatrician appointment, but she gets her shots on Friday. So I feel like, I did fall off, and I was just like, she's fine, she's good, she's healthy, but I'm like, all right, I need to take care of like the legal things, like, and health, like, things, like get her birth certificate, get 2. I got 2.
Right, for sure.
2. And so the next thing I knew is like the WIC. I gotta take a picture of her in a bassinet, but I'm on the wait list till August now because I put it off for so long. So like I said, any woman out there that mothers, like, you're not perfect. Take your time. You don't have to get like everything right away.
Don't. It's not.
There's no race.
There's no shame either in asking for help.
No.
Ask for the help
with that.
There's no shame in getting the Women Infant Care Program. It's a fantastic program.
Therapy. Which my mom's my therapist.
Therapy is also wonderful.
I was gonna go to therapy, but my insurance didn't cover it, and I feel like I'm kind of past. I mean, everybody needs to go to therapy, but you don't need to if you have supportive people in your life like you.
I mean, everybody needs a soundboard.
Sure.
I think
my therapy is like working. Talk to people that I don't know. Because I do food and beverage, hospitality, management.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I mean, everybody needs somebody that they can rely on in a way that is just, don't say shit. Don't talk to me. I don't want to hear want to hear your reverb. Just listen to me.
Yes.
Listen to me. And if I want to cry and scream and whatever, I'm here for that.
You're really
100%.
good. That's why people love my mother. That's one of your best traits. Probably your best trait is that you are such a good listener.
Yeah.
Like, I was raised by a fucking, if you guys knew, I think you had a podcast about your upbringing. Did you not?
I kind of touch on my upbringing here and there.
Yeah, but like not even that. Like, I mean, not saying like that, but like, even if she was brought up amazingly, I mean, you're still like,
I had
super
to decide
fucking dope. You're a cool mom.
To put it in a nutshell.
You're not a regular mom. You're a cool mom.
Yeah,
and she's got style, bitches. Don't fuck with her. I walk in with these shorts from Target and a fucking Champion shirt, and she's all like, got bedazzled shoes on. I was like,
these shoes are amazing. They're the Spanish sandal company.
I wish we were the same size, dude. She would fucking hate me. Where the fuck are my red bottoms at, Natalia? Did you wear them out?
Well, these aren't red bottoms.
I know, but I'm just saying.
These are.
I'm just saying. If we were the size pants, shirts, everything. But girl, if we were the same size shoe,
no, I would have to do.
You'd have to hide them,
bind your feet.
No, you'd have to bind all your shoes together, so I couldn't even, or just one connected to the other one, so I couldn't take like a pair.
I would intentionally go outside and step in all the dog shit I could.
I remember taking a pair of her Converses that didn't fit me, but I didn't give a shit because they were so cute. And she
Oh,
was
the
like,
leather ones?
think so. No. There were different ones that you loved at the time. Which she loved shoes for like a week or 2 days, and she's like, new pair.
I changed my mind.
That's fine. Your dad. My dad is he's like, yeah, I just got a pair of shoes. Or he won't even tell you. What's in the mail? Just a pair of Pradas. His bougie ass.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me.
You too, bitch. Who do you think you got it from? His ass. Oh God. I love my dad too. I've met 2 dads.
Yeah, you're blessed.
I am blessed.
You're
A lot of
blessed
people
in
don't
that
have like that family.
Right.
Like that.
Well, here we are talking about single moms.
And I'm
And you got double.
I finally built a good relationship with my father, my biological father. After a while, I mean, we were good. But like he said some things that I didn't like about my mom, and so life's too short.
It is way too short.
So
it really is. It's too short for me to have any of his words have weight with me. One. I'm so unbothered. I mean, I've always been unbothered. You know that.
But you wouldn't have me.
Period.
50,
I mean,
50,
let's look at the prize here. You were the prize. Hallelujah.
Now I've got another prize.
Yeah.
She's over there on the bed.
Yeah.
She and night. She was fighting super
Thank you,
earlier, guys.
Jesus.
We were like, should we start this podcast? Like,
well, you know, yeah.
She's listening.
Don't say another
that's
word.
what Cedric said on the phone the other day. He was FaceTiming me. He was drunk as fuck. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning and I was still awake, which I don't know why. They're like, sleep when the baby sleeps. I'm like, the fuck no. I really do suck at that. But he's like, shh, don't, like, she's going to wake up. I'm like, no, I make sure. Well, there was a lot of yelling going on in the beginning of her being born. And then also, like, I vacuum, like, right in front of her little cute little face. I was about to say stupid little face. But
you have to, because you know what? If you tiptoe around the baby, any noise is going to wake her up.
So the other day, I didn't even notice her face, but I'm like this. And I didn't know that my boyfriend was in the showers, like her dad. And I was like holding her on the couch. I'm like, Morgan, babe. And she's like, and I'm screaming, right? And usually like kids are like, but she's looking at me going like this, like smiling that I'm fucking screaming. Like, how sad. She thought that shit was so funny. Morgan, can you come here?
What I hope is that she doesn't grow up and just scream for shits and gigs.
That'd be funny. That'd be funny, hilarious, kind of.
Well, when she's here, she's gonna be like,
oh yeah, if she's acting up, you can walk your ass to Nona's house. Safe travels. Here's your diaper bag. You can walk. You're one now. Drive safe. Make sure drive safe. Walk safe. And make sure you look both ways. And I don't know. I was gonna say something really fucked up. And don't, if you don't want to, like. No.
Well,
no would be like, get in the fucking car. What'd you do?
Well, that's the thing is,
why are you walking from your mom's house? Did she really tell you to fucking walk?
And I would be like, what'd you do?
Nothing. She's being mean.
And I would be like, I think that's hard to believe, River.
And do you want to get some ice cream? Don't let her fucking fool you. Don't let this bitch fool you. What do you want? Do you want to go get some chicken nuggets, some french fries?
So Natalia has 3 brothers.
Here.
I
don't know my other siblings.
Up in New York, she's got other siblings. But three brothers here that she was raised with. And
I love them so much.
And I remember being pregnant with, and we laugh about this to this day, pregnant with Dante, which is my 17-year-old.
Yes, I love him. He comes to my house every day.
I can't believe that he is 17,
but
whatever. Let's not talk about that.
Right.
So when I found out I was pregnant, Natalia said,
no, that was with Giovanni, because Dante was already born.
No, it was with them both.
Both? Okay.
Yes.
Because I was younger with Dante. Okay.
She was so used to being the only female, the only girl, that she forbade me.
Does Dad not like the yellow ones?
I don't think anybody likes the yellow ones.
Anyways.
They're very lemony. I mean, I don't mind them. I don't like the green ones. The green ones make you
I didn't want to have another little bitch.
Yeah, she couldn't stand to have another.
Like, could you imagine you being a Giovanni or Dante being a female and you're like, oh, I'm out to lunch with like Stephanie.
First of all, I wouldn't name my daughter
I know.
Stephanie. It would be
Sorry, too many
much,
Stephanies
much
out there.
cooler than that.
Sorry, too many Stephs out there, girl. But
I like the name Skylar. I think Skylar is a great name.
Skylar's cute.
Love
My
that.
daughter's name's River Lee. But yeah,
But yeah, you were not trying to hear a female.
mm-mm. Oh, my mom.
Spoiled.
We can talk about this now.
Spoiled
Before
girl.
Giovanni was born, he's 14. So me and Dante are both like kind of the middle. Because then they have Sean. He's the oldest. He's 33.
Yep.
He'll be 34 this year. Yeah.
33 this year.
34.
34.
Yes, girl.
92.
Yeah, he'll be 34.
No, 33.
Wow. Look, he's been 33 for so long. 32. Sorry, Sean.
Doesn't matter. He's young
Anyways.
30s.
Yeah. I love my brothers. But yeah, I was not having it. Like, could you just imagine, like, if you were like, if I was at the house right now and I had my baby and she was like, yeah, me and Stephanie, Skylar, we're we're making a podcast. Skylar Saturday instead of Tal Tuesday. Like, bitch, I will fuck you up. I will fucking come in and she's like Mean Girls. She comes upstairs, you dirty little bitch. I would take it and I'd fucking, yeah, I'd be mean.
Yeah.
We would be so mean to each other. I just know it.
Yeah, you would be mean
And
to
then
her.
you always said you would love her. You guys, it would just be the new norm. Like,
Yeah, no.
no, bitch, it would not.
No. I feel like you would be more loving.
And then you have Giovanni. Giovanni and her are like, that's the little sister. And he's not gay, but he's
very in touch with his feminine side.
Feminine side. So like
he's got a lot of girlfriends.
Yeah, and so
friends.
him and her, they're like this. Like they did be talking shit together.
We
just like
pop our
me and him.
shit.
Yes, I love him.
shit.
Anytime Giovanni comes over, he listens and he won't talk shit about anybody. Like if I'm like ranting about you, he won't say anything bad about you. And if you're ranting about me, I don't think he ever really says anything.
No,
bad.
never. And it really pisses me off.
And it pisses me off too.
I'm like, I need you to be on my side here.
Yes, and I
don't say it, but
I say that. No, I don't say that either. But I'll be like, Giovanni, like, Mom pissed me the fuck off today. Blah 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 blah. And he's like, I'm like, hello. He's like, yeah, that's crazy. Dante too. I'm like, yeah, like I don't know what the fuck her problem is right now, but blah blah. He's like, I don't even know what to tell you. I'm like, fine.
Because my boys, they love me.
Okay, the boys, they love me too. Cheers.
Cheers, girl. They love me first, though.
That's true. They do love the fuck out of her because they have nothing bad to say about her ever. What else? Life's great.
Life is lifing. You started working again.
Mm-hmm. I just started working again, and it's so fun.
It's great. It's like a rebirth,
yeah,
right?
I work 3 days a week, maybe 4. That's about 25 hours a week. I think this week I have 22, but it's perfect because she's getting to a point where it's like she's like getting a personality. I love her.
Yeah, she's finally starting to.
Is she suffocating?
No, she's not suffocating. She's just
guys. I promise.
She's getting hurt.
Mom, don't even touch her if her face is not covered, or her face is covered, not covered. Bubba. Yeah.
Right underneath it.
What do you mean? Oh, well, the vents go both ways. Yeah, there you go. She hates being flat. Just give it. You want to give it to me? Just hand her a little slop to me. All right, and if anything, I'll just grab her little ass. Oh God, I gotta clip her nails. But look at my mom's shirt. We love Sheps.
Sheps are the best.
Sheps are the
So
best.
I had a shepherd.
Where's your
Her name was
necklace?
Kai. It's downstairs next to her shrine.
Okay.
Her name was Kai. Is Kai? Because
I was gonna correct you.
I just loved her. Love her.
She was like,
she was my soul dog.
definitely soul dog. She was like my mom through and through. Like that's Zena's like my soul dog, but Kai was like a ride or die from like my mom.
Yeah, she would
even nip people in the house except me because me and my mom are like the same person. And like she knows like when I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you would go out of town, I was like you.
Mm-hmm.
But she passed away from stomach cancer.
Yeah. God, it was awful.
And my mom knew the whole time and didn't tell anybody.
I knew the whole time
that she was sick.
but she was not
It was for
diagnosed
months.
stomach cancer.
No, you were
November.
taken by surprise when you were like, it's stomach cancer, and there.
Because they told me it was something to do with her autoimmune, like an autoimmune.
We thought that's what
disorder.
it was. But she like switched, like she knew, right?
It was the day. It was the 23rd, right?
Crazy.
The 25th. So
I love that tattoo. She got her paw on her.
Yeah, I got my.
Me and her,
paw.
we were like comparing. Remember, we were like, which paw should I do? And I said
Yeah.
that one, and then you asked, I think the guy, and he was
Yeah.
like, this which one? And you're like,
Yeah.
he's like, this one.
It took
Rob?
a good while for me to get over
Okay.
that.
1 second. Oh yeah.
I mean,
She
it was.
like, I would come over and she would be like, "Hey," and her eyes would just be puffy and like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "Bye." They
Yeah,
probably can't hear me.
but I sat out like on. Afterward, I just sat outside because I felt like I was closer to her out there. She loved being outside.
But now, not that she will ever be, not that she'll ever be replaced.
But
We have a new dog,
little Vito Bambino.
Vito Bambino. He is a liver, and
Well, he's actually what they call Isabella.
Isabella.
Isabella is like a silvery.
So I've got a blue and
Color.
tan. I've got a black and tan, and then I've got a blue and tan. So I have the long version of her dog, but her dog has way better genetics than mine. But he is freaking cute.
Anybody that's interested, I got him from what they call it, Liebe, Liebe, fur, FUR, with two.
They probably
full
couldn't
dots
hear
over.
me for a while. Sorry, guys.
No, you're fine. Why? What happened?
It was way over there when I was talking.
Oh, it's gonna pick you up.
But he is adorable. Do you want to talk about his pee-pee?
Oh, guys. Oh,
Her new puppy.
okay. So we're talking about
We can't even catch a break. Well, she can't.
so Easter Sunday.
Of course.
Of course.
What other day would it be?
Because why would a regular schmegular
Mind you, she just got back from town.
into
From
town?
into town from Clemson.
No. This
Before.
was not Clemson. This was
Happened before Clemson. Of course it would happen before she had to go somewhere.
so Easter. I get up. I bring him out the door, and I notice something dangling around.
Guys, his red rocket fell out of his pee-pee. So you know how boys have the red rocket? It
Listen.
completely fell out.
Listen,
If you've never seen one fully, I guess it's
Oh,
ginormous. Like the end
It's
of it,
absolutely horrible
like
to
the
look
end
at.
of it, it's almost like
looks
the
it
shape.
hurts.
It's like the shape of like a carrot, right? It's like that part's like really thick and then it gets smaller.
Yes. It completely fell
Excuse me.
out of the sack, whatever that is.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Like his
Kai
pee-pee.
was a female dog.
Yeah, she was like, I'm not getting another female dog, but like that's fine. She's the queen in the house now.
But at the end of the day, like, it was the most
and then Dexter, our golden retriever, he broke his pee-pee 2 days later, or not 2 days later.
Something happened where it tore.
Like a week later, his
yeah,
pee-pee
it's
broke.
Sunday, we're back at the emergency vet, but they had to manually put Vito's pee-pee back in,
Mm-hmm.
and they were telling me, "Oh,
It
go
happens
get some
all the time.
KY. You have to get some like KY,
What's
And I'm like,
that?
KY jelly,
You do it. Tell them to do it.
lubricant."
And then you do it yourself?
Just make sure. They're like, after we brought him home, they're like, if it falls out again, just get some KY.
If it falls out again, this should not be a thing, sir. Vito, we've got to cut that thing off. Not cut it off, but he needs to. You don't want to breed him, do you?
No,
You can't. Okay, so he's getting fixed,
he's not getting fixed.
Mama.
I
He's
don't
gonna
know.
be no. You need to. He's gonna be
a
a horny little bastard around. Like, I guess Xena's
Around
fixed
who?
too.
Ain't nobody.
I mean, Xena.
I mean, Millie.
Wait, pause. Should we get that bitch pregnant?
Girl.
Come on, let's do it.
No, I'm not doing it.
Okay, they can do it.
Who's they?
Them two.
No, you know how
They're not
hard
even
that is?
related. Mama,
Do
what
you
if they
know
have-
how hard it is to have
Mom!
shepherd or shep pups?
Oh my god, we're doing it. When his pee-pee gets better.
I'm
just
gonna go
kidding.
ahead and get his noodle.
No, you're not.
Yep.
Mom, How gorgeous.
Yeah, but people, there's so many dogs out there that need homes.
Coming from the bitch that just bought a $3,000 dog. Sorry. I'm sorry. You can make your money back.
But
And I owe you a lot of money.
here's the thing.
I owe you a lot of money, so why don't we just get our dogs? Why don't I just knock up my dog from your dog?
Oh.
And then I just give you all the money.
Well, she would have to be super duper healthy, honey. Like super
She's
duper.
not healthy. She's
No,
a dog.
like what I'm saying is like
Genetic.
she's got to have like a couple heats.
Oh
Are
yeah,
you, are you ready to go for all that? Like, that's weird.
So Xena, she was in heat 6 months. So there's either dogs, like female dogs, that go every 6 months, which that was Xena every fucking 6 months. It was disgusting. But I think Millie's gonna be.
I'm pretty sure I picked up Xena's uterus that one time. It was
I didn't get my dog spayed until she was 2 or 3 actually, because I wanted like a less chance of cancer. I always Google shit. But how cute would that be? No, I mean, I would never get Xena. Like, I never wanted Xena to get pregnant because she's just so beautiful, and I know that she'd be a great dog. But Millie, like, I love her, but I don't really fuck with her like that. Like, I fuck with her, but like, she's,
Millie?
Yeah. Did I say River? This is River.
I hope not.
My dog's name is Millie. So that would be really freaking cute, though. Because, I mean, her mom, like, I've seen her mom. Her mom's white, her dad's black. You've seen your dog's parents.
Yep.
I could get in contact with the breeder of my dog and get the genetics there.
Well, I already have the whole family tree for.
Yeah, I need to get my family tree. Because I think she's like that was their first time. So it's the first generation. But she's a blue and tan. She's long haired, blue and tan.
But also, I can't do AKC. Because I have a limited.
You're American? Oh, you can't do AKC. You can't do American Kennel?
No, AKC. I can't do the AKC paperwork for the pups.
I can.
Because they're limited.
I can do it.
Well, you probably can, yeah.
Yeah. That would be cool.
But I can't register.
I feel like they would only have like
them.
3 babies.
And no, she would probably have 10 babies.
No, look how tiny she is.
You just got that saying today how big girl she is.
I know, but well, you know what I mean. Tiny right now. She's a 7-month-old dog.
Hmm.
But that's something to think about. Anyways.
Anyway.
I mean, you did look at me like
the way his pee-pee came out, though, I don't know.
Oh, it might come out in her.
What if it does come out? That's what they do.
Yeah. What if his red rocket went out into my dog, and then we'd have to like bring them to the vet together, like they were like that toy in school you used. You know what I mean? They got stuck. I would call 911. I wouldn't even bring him to the vet. My dad must have called 911 and be like, "Can you detach my dogs, please?"
Didn't they call those things like an Asian finger trap or something?
They actually scared me growing up. I used to get them from the
They scared me also.
Did they scare you? The book fair. I would freak out.
This has been around a long time.
Yeah, long time. Can I have my hair back, please?
But yeah, so
dogs, pregnancy, babies.
In summary, is just
we're a family. We love each other.
Yeah, yeah. And at the end of the day, everybody's a work in progress.
Mm-hmm.
I feel.
So you.
You just meet the next day head on. That's all you can do. Really,
you can't dwell on the past.
You cannot. What happened yesterday, it cannot be changed. All you can do is learn from it and keep it moving.
I think we are both of them. Like, just talk.
Communication is everything. It really is. And you may not like what the other person is saying.
Just listen.
9 times out of 10, I don't like what a lot of people say to me.
No.
But, you got to listen, mull it over a bit, give a little bit of, go back and...
Sorry, guys. She's got
a little arm in there. She's spread them. Oh, Lord. Uh-oh. Crap.
Look at it. It's like Austin. Here, baby.
But yeah, anyway, so if you don't know who we are over here, my channel on YouTube is called Stands on Air, as you can see. This is not me, although I wish it was. She's got a great profile.
I love that. That's my favorite part.
And I feel like, like I told Carl, like that.
Yeah, he thought it was a hat.
Is my hat.
So you're going to hate editing this.
I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just gonna go raw dog.
Raw
with
dog it?
Yeah, I'm gonna raw dog this thing. But anyway, follow me, subscribe if you'd like. If not, that's cool too.
Do
But
it
yeah,
now.
I'm Stands on Air on all socials.
Yes. I was telling my
TikTok.
TikTok.
Is it or my D Stands on TikTok?
Your D stands.
Okay.
No, I think you can log out. I think you log. Don't you have a few accounts? A couple?
No,
Couple accounts?
I got one account on TikTok.
So we're gonna do this every Tuesday. Tal Tuesday. We're gonna talk about different stuff. I think this was just about mother, daughter, pregnancy,
Fun stuff
of-
though. Fun stuff.
fun stuff.
Great stuff.
Yeah. And next week we'll talk about what happened throughout the week.
Yeah.
Cause like I was getting ready and I was like, let me save it for the podcast. So this is all very authentic.
One thing about me, I have all funny kids. They're all funny.
Yes. Sean's the
But
funniest.
Sean says, my eldest says that Natalia is the funniest. Natalia says that Sean is the funniest. I think they're all hilarious. So.
It's not right-headed stepchild. I'm just kidding.
Anyway, so just like, subscribe, so you can get updates when we have another video up on YouTube. And like I said, we have Monday Mash with Carl.
Monday Mash.
We have
I'll probably be a little guest and pop in here and say what's up.
Tal Tuesday.
Yes, Tal Tuesday. And
And I'm trying to get other people.
then maybe we can do one with like, ooh, you know what would be fucking hilarious? You should
I've gotta go over to
you should
Liz's
bring
and get an
Morgan on the
update from
You should
her.
bring Morgan on the podcast and make him feel so fucking uncomfy.
No,
Yes.
no.
That would be hilarious.
I don't want him being uncomfy on my podcast.
But he'd be uncomfy for like the funny reasons. Because he'd be like, yeah, you know.
Poor little girl.
Oh, the girl.
She's a girl.
Just a little girl and her living in her own world.
She's not naked, guys. She's like, I don't even care. To tell you.
Her jammies were so big that her legs were up where her belly
Yeah,
was.
she was like choking herself. But
Anyway.
she's fine, guys. Subscribe.
TikTok
Follow.
live. Thank you for tuning in. For those of you that did, thank you so much. And
We will see you next
yeah,
week.
we're out. We're gonna see you again next
And
week. Peace, love, health, happiness to all you.
all that. River said it too. She's like,